Blog Talk Radio.
Maryss.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
We want to talk to you a little bit about your wonderful career as a dancer and a choreographer. I understand that you have worked with some really, really talented people, Chris Brown, Omarion, Usher, Missy Elliott, Justin Timberlake. You have a long, long line.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Tell me, how did you get started in dance?
How did I get started? Well, actually, I'm from Paris, which is not a joke. I'm really married from Paris. So I was in France and just started dancing in that little dance studio, practicing on my own, and I started working as a dancer first in Paris, so for artists or wannabe American artists, you know, in the French industry. And after a while, I just got bored. I wanted to learn some more, so I just, I first went to the United States, took a couple of classes, and actually everything went really fast. I met a lot of people that were very interested in me, where I was coming from. I got an agency, got a work visa, and then blah, blah, blah. It went really quick, really, really quick.
And the rest is history, as they say, right?
Right. Right.
So now, how did you go from dancing in a studio to, let's say, your first celebrity?
The first person I danced for in the United States was Lil Bow Wow, actually. Was I think it was the first BET Award.
Oh, shout out to Bow Wow.
Yeah, we had lollipops in our mouth. It was a little Bow Wow. You just don't know. So you? Yeah, it was really cute. It was really cute.
So how did you get involved with that?
I was just like an audition. There was an audition for dancers. He was looking for dancers, hip hop dancers that looked young, and so I just auditioned. I really, really, really didn't think I would book it. So I just went there thinking in my head, it's free class. Like Fatima was the choreographer, and it's always an honor, to learn from them. So I wasn't even planning on booking that whatsoever. And I think it's because I was not nervous, because I didn't think about booking it, that I was just, I was just dancing. And then at the end, she booked me, and I had no idea. I could not believe it. Really, I couldn't believe it.
That is awesome. Oh, my goodness. So you didn't show any signs of being nervous, so maybe just you were being yourself was what got you through,
Yeah. And actually what's funny, too, is that at that time, it was a step called a monastery that they were doing in St. Louis, and I had some friends from St. Louis that taught me that step, and I think I was the only girl dancer in LA that did it at that time. So the choreographer knew, and she was pretty impressed, I think, that this little white girl was doing that step from St. Louis. So it was like in 2002, I think it was back there. So I think it helped out a little bit with the freestyle, I think.
So, wow, you went from Bow Wow to who?
I think after it was Justin Timberlake. Yeah, it was. There was an audition because he already had his group of dancers, and he was just missing one girl. So the choreographer held a private audition with 50 girls, and honestly, I had same thing. I was like, okay, looking for one girl. I got there, all the dancers from Michael, Janet Jackson, I was like, yeah, I'm never going to book this. I'm just going to, just going to enjoy the free class as usual. And I was very surprised because I ended up at the end, it was between me, so, like one of my dance teacher at that time, a couple of other dancers. It was really, really, it was a surprise every time. It was really a surprise. So, and I was, very happy and booked it and did the video, Rock Your Body, and then some promo, and then I was supposed to go on tour, and then I had some problem with my work visa, but, and then I still went over there with them in Europe, so it was amazing.
Okay. So what made you decide to teach instead of just being a dancer?
Well, I was already in France because I was teaching to kids, because they're usually the ones that really want to learn, like they're hungry, and they just, they just don't want to take class to tell their friends, yeah, I'm taking hip-hop class, blah, blah, blah. It's not to show off. It's just they really enjoy it, and they really want to dance. They really want to learn. And when I got here, I actually met Reno, which is my partner in crime right now, and she was teaching, and then we were a fan of each other pretty much, and then we started, same thing, we started making up routine together, and the dance studio was interesting having us teaching, so it kind of, we never really pursued anything. Things came to us, so it was very a blessing, and then we ended up by teaching together, and then little by little, by choreographing, people see our thing, and then it's different from most of what people do, so when things are different, people notice easy. It's easier to notice people when it's a little different from everybody else.
That is so true. I watched your video over and over again, and it's a big dummy. I'm in my living room going, oh, I can do that. I can do that. Of course I can't, but I tried. Miami was where you started as a choreographer?
Yes and no. I was teaching in Miami, and same thing, I was freestyling, and then, when you teach, you make up choreography, so it's just, it's just how you see your potential, and then you teach it to other people. I was in a fitness club, so of course it's more challenging because they're not dancers and they just want to sweat, but still it's interesting to see how people react and how people do your moves, and that's how I started really making a more interesting choreography. When it's kids, it's usually just basics.
Okay.
And then when you have to entertain adults, it becomes a little bit more challenging. So Miami was really when I started pushing a little bit more the choreography.
Okay. Name some of the stars that you had to
choreograph. Actually, I think for Missy, when we did the really hot video, we had to turn it into when we did the tour, we had to turn it into the stage. So I had to make it for the boys because it was girls against girls in that video, and in the stage we had to do girls against guys, kind of like a little back and forth battle. So I had to switch some steps, finish one of the routine. I had the choreographer, and she asked me to finish it. So it was really an honor. And Omarion as well. I usually assist Roro, which is his choreographer. And then for cutoff time, actually last year, I had to choreograph half of the song. So it was really interesting. It was really fun.
Oh wow! I love Omarion. Oh, he's
such a good dancer.
Now I understand you got to meet J-Lo. How did that happen?
Yes and no. Actually, I was in Paris. That's actually what started I'm going to LA because I was in Paris bored, of course, doing same TV shows, same, and actually I got to share the one of the TV shows. J-Lo was a guest, and of course she was with all her dancers, and I was like, I just wanted to go to LA, so I came up to one of the dancers, and I was like, please, can I have no idea what's going on in LA. And he was like, okay, just, give me your email, blah, blah, blah. So I give him my email, and the same night, I'm just checking my email, and he's like, we're all at that club, blah, 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 come with us. So I come to J-Lo's after party. And then she leaves as soon as I arrive, but the dancers, dancers always stay at the club. You know why. Anyway, so, and when I arrived, one of the dancers like, yo, you want to drink? I'm like, no, let's go to the dance floor right now. And so a couple of the dancers came with me, and we started freestyling, and they were really impressed with me or whatever I was doing, and they were like, you got to go to LA. Oh, my God, you got to work instantly. And I was like, I want to go to LA and try out. I didn't really want to move to make it or whatever. I was just very curious, and I wanted to learn. And so I followed their advice, and I got there. And, the J-Lo dancers are really the one that, pushed me to come to LA and try out. And that's what happened. So it was really cool.
Oh, in the right place at the right time with all of your talent, huh?
Right. Yeah. I think sometimes it's about timing and if it's for you, it's for you. And then it's sometimes hard work is a good thing to go through. But sometimes as well with your hard work, like life gives you little, helps you out with little kicks over there, and then puts people in front of you at the right timing and the right people. And I think if you're not too greedy, or if you don't do it for, let's say for you, or because, if you just do it for the love of dance and for the art, like you'll definitely see through for it. So